Thank you so much. Hi, everyone. I've been in a similar situation to you guys before. So I left school at 16 with no qualifications, just a few GCSEs, and I trained as a hairdresser. So I'm going to say from the beginning, you are your own business, and you need to do what makes your heart smile and follow what you love. To great disappointment for my parents, who wanted me to be educated, I very strong-willedly went on the hairdressing path, and I absolutely loved it. I loved every moment of what I did. I had that energy every day to get up and to learn a skill and to develop a career. But I realized when I was in my career that I was really good with people, and people listened to me, and I had this beautiful nature of training people and developing other people in their skill. So at this time, I decided I wanted to become a teacher for hairdressing. So I went back to school and back to university at about your age, and I trained in the PGCE, the teaching certificate. And then I started to teach for the local college, higher education. I started to become a hairdressing teacher. And when I was there, again, I just had a passion for learning. I wanted to learn how to be a makeup artist. So I came to London. I'm from Belfast, if any of you have noticed my accent. So I came to London and I trained as a makeup artist. And I went back to Belfast and I launched the first ever makeup artistry qualification. I wrote the program and I started to deliver it. Just me and my passion, and having the keenness and the willingness to inspire others and teach them how to grow. And then in 1999, I opened my first hairdressing salon. So I opened a barber shop, and it was with my husband, and it was called Jason Shanky Barbershop. Now, come on 12 years, and I won Businesswoman of the Year. The company was turning over 5 million. I was living in a 1.2 million pound house. I had a huge celebrity clientele, and I was a business coach, and I also worked as a guide for Save the Children in inspiring young children. Now, how did I get from there to there, from starting up a business from nothing to earning 5 million, having 5 businesses, an online shop? I was on The Apprentice. I've worked with One Direction, Robbie Williams. I have travelled the world as a makeup artist and hairdresser for Vogue and Marie Claire. There was nothing that I couldn't do. And how did I do that as this person? Because I followed my heart and I let nothing or no one stand in my way. And as they say in life, you need that passion to get up every day. What is your work? What do you want to do? Where is the business plan? So one of the businesses I had was in House of Fraser store. And in House of Fraser in Northern Ireland, we then developed a product range, so a male grooming range, which was in 80 stores in the UK, in Harrods, Selfridges, online, and that's what got us on the programme with Lord Sugar as being male grooming experts. And again, I'm just this little girl from Belfast, but I never stopped believing in myself, and I never ever stopped giving up on that passion. I knew nothing about business when I started, but everywhere, wherever you are, there are free business courses. There is community business organisations. There will be guides and mentors to help you. And it was never about the money, but I had to learn about the money, because it's what we all work for, isn't it? It was great. It was great to have, and I've had a great life. It has been good. Now I am a business coach, and I'm a life coach and a well-being coach. So I've had so many careers because I keep going with what drives me, what gives me passion, and what makes my heart smile. Because I want to get up every day. And funny, it's my sister's birthday today, and she would have been 40. And she died 8 years ago. And it's very poignant that I'm standing here, because she was my biggest teacher. I still am here. I have life. And it is my job to show up and to give every day my best. So what is your best? Why are you showing up? What drives you? Treat people with respect and kindness. And we all have our best in us. So what is in yours? Why are you here at ESL? Why are you doing your degree? And when you're working with others, always remember, show up and give your best. Smile. Be inspiring. Be kind. Be compassionate. Because here is the one thing I learned in business. People buy people. People buy people. And all we want as humans is to be respected, to be validated, to be seen, to be heard, and to be loved. So when you give that, that is your inspiration. You then show up and everything comes to you. The right opportunities come to you. When you're doing the right thing and you're showing up, opportunities will come. Networking is very important. My staff laugh at me because I'm the queen of networking, because I'm not afraid of showing up and selling myself. I am here to do a job. I am fucking amazing. Am I going to get sacked? Sorry. So always believing in yourself, but putting that time and energy into self-care. Putting that time and energy into inspiring yourself and believing yourself and not being afraid. And why I say that is after my sister died, I realized I have nothing in this world to be afraid of. So what do I want to do today that will make me happy? And you must be selfish with your own happiness. You must do what drives you. And that is where self-belief comes from. And that is where the business passion and drive comes from. And then you will feel fulfilled. Working as many hours as you want will not be a problem, because you will have the energy to be and do whatever it takes to succeed in your life goals. So, I hope I've inspired you today. I am here for some coaching, if any of you need me, the Wellbeing Office. I coach all the time. My girls are always listening to my little Brenda rambles, as they call them. But if I can be of help or assistance to anyone, give you business advice or guidance. I have all of those years' experience, and I'm very happy to help. Thank you for showing up today. So, any questions? No question. Leave my job? What was my favourite client? Oh, it has to be, I'm going to name drop now. It has to be, God, I've had a moment. What do you call him from One Direction? With the long hair, Harry Styles. An absolute gentleman. Yeah. So again, when you're showing up and when you're out in those circles, you will meet the right people. So because I had £1 million house, I live next door to, do you know Eamon Holmes and Ruth from This Morning? Yeah. So I've been on This Morning, I've been on Loose Women, as I say, oh God, my celebrity list is huge. But Harry Styles was a gentleman, and here's the difference. We were filming and I was a hairdresser. So just a hairdresser. Never, ever, ever, ever lower what you're doing, because you're of service. But we were in the filming room and they were making a documentary for American TV. But he came into the room and he walked around every cameraman and me and everyone and shook our hands and looked us in the eye and said thank you. So always treat everyone you meet with the same respect. Yeah. It's a very well-known business tip. Speaking to the cleaner from the CEO, we are all equal. None of us are better than anybody else. So treating that, and you will get that respect back. Thank you. Any other questions? So the first business was 3 years. And they say, as a rule, in the first 3 years, you're not going to make money. So credit cards were maxed. Never be afraid of debt in the beginning, but you have to put the work in. The other thing is hiring the right people. I said people buy people. You must be on the same wavelength as those you're working with. And then I opened another salon, not far about 10 miles in the same city. But because of my networking, I was getting on in the newspapers, I was getting on TV, so social media wasn't really big as it is now then. But I never missed a networking opportunity. I was never too tired. I always went, no matter how tired I was. I didn't go, oh, I don't want to go. Oh, I will make the effort because who knows who I will meet tonight that will take me towards the next step in my goal. Because we take each other on the path along. We don't do it ourselves. That's the difference. We need other people. We need all of the networks and all of the communications. So like marketing here, I had a PR team. Then I did a franchise course. So all of my businesses then, I had 5 franchises. So the entrepreneurship is growing with a team and having franchises. So I had 4 salons in Belfast, and then I opened a salon in Chelsea. And that was the game changer for TV in the UK. So a PR company then got the Chelsea football team in, we got the Made in Chelsea stars in, and then that got UK press, which made this business really successful when you get celebrities in, doesn't it? Celebrity sales. But they're just like us, and they get free things. And then that is when, as I say, after that then I was earning a lot of money, so I put 100 grand into developing a product range. So that was another area of money. And then I had an online shop. So you see all the different forms of revenue. You've got the business on the ground, you've got the franchise system, the product system, and the online shop. So what is the key to business success? Is multi-revenue streams, not just one. But I did all that in 10 years. And it wasn't impossible. And now I know I can do anything I want. But you need the right people around you.
What is the set of skills or personality trait that you value in the people or
Personality traits. Well, this is my thing. I need people that are honest, transparent, real and kind. And I will give you everything in training if you have those values. And people who want to better themselves, people who want to develop their skills, people are hungry. Those are the people I love. Hungry to learn and hungry to listen to people who've been there before them. And respect, equal mutual respect is a lovely character in an employee. Yeah, a bit like a relationship, if you can find one. Sorry, they're laughing now. Any more questions?
What are some networking tips you would give for like an introvert?
For intern work?
For
Introverts.
introverts.
Introverts is, again, knowing yourself. You need to learn who you are. I am an introvert, and that's okay. We need, there's a course I do called the personality test. And the key to a perfect business is having a different amount of personalities. So you need there's 8 key personalities make the perfect business. So the loud, dramatic me needs an introvert to calm me down some days and say, that's enough of your energy. But learning to speak your voice, learning to say, I am an introvert, and this is what I'm good at, and this is the part of work that I would like to do. I do it with my team. I put them into what they feel comfortable doing, and I don't ask them to, push outside. It's okay if you're shy, it's not a crime. You might be amazing at something else that the business needs. But you need to speak, holding my throat, you need to confidently and calmly say, this is what I want, and this is what I'm good at, and here is where I'm comfortable. Because when we're uncomfortable, it'll show, especially in an introvert. Okay? Right.
How did you differentiate your business from others in the market at that time?
At that time, how did I differentiate? So I did, I actually was really weird. We were high end, so we were really expensive. Really expensive. People want quality. People want value. Yeah, people pay for good service. Always. So the expense, and then you have, you don't need to work as hard if your prices is higher. So we were working really cleverly, but the money was really high per hour. as opposed to being really, really busy. So high-end service and giving the best to the client, but charging really expensive. I'm a really expensive item. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you so much, Brenda. I really, really appreciate you sharing your experience with us. And ESL students, don't forget that Brenda is on staff here at ESL, so please do go and speak to Brenda at a time of your choosing to talk about entrepreneurship and otherwise. To introduce our next guest, Jacob. Jacob Wood is representing Rayleigh International, which is a youth expedition organisation based in the UK. They work in remote and rural areas to improve access to safe water and sanitation, build community resilience, sustainably manage natural resources, and to protect vulnerable environments. Please welcome Jacob to the stage.